Alright guys, welcome to another video. I just want to start out this video by letting you guys know if you did order in the last week, just stay patient. Tiana is only sort of coming good now, so expect to get packages, well, getting sent off this week. Now you're watching this because I think this is a Monday video, maybe. But yeah, don't stress on that. There still is a bunch of the Drift Tengokus left. So any order over $100, we're throwing in Drift Tengoku. So Japanese magazines, super rad, out of my own personal collection. So if you want to jump on the store, lookfink.com, check that out. Otherwise, we've got Russ here.
Morning.
Morning. It's not even early, is it? No, it's like nearly lunchtime. No.
Had 3-day migraine.
Russ has had a headache. But we are going to find out why this freaking fan's not working in the JZX90, get Russ's in-person opinion about what possibly is going wrong with this turbo, and then we're going to go down to the track and compression test the Laurel, which is... It is what it is. It's just... When you have to compression test anything, it's always nerve-wracking and borderline depressing, so we'll go into all those really not fun things. All right, professional opinion time, Russ. Yes, we butchered it.
I kind of expected that.
Hitting it with hammers and whatnot, broke the whole front off, but feel the bearing.
Yeah, bearing's notchy.
It's not that bad though, or is it?
It is. Like, you gotta remember, a turbo at idle will spin around about fucking 6,000-7,000 RPM, and then when it's up in the range, it's spinning 70 to 130, 140,000 RPM.
And I don't have a boost gauge in the car, but it's almost like it was making no boost at all.
Well, it will do that because it was hitting the front cover.
Yeah, and front cover, is that enough damage on the front cover to warrant? See at the bottom here?
Yeah. Like, that shows the compressor was touching it. Like, you've got a bit there as well.
Oh. Okay. Oh, did you bring that thing?
No, I didn't. I don't have a tool at home to take it out.
A 10mm? That's why you need an emergency break glass for a 10mm.
It means I also have to have ratchet at home.
Oh,
I don't have tools at home.
Ah, yeah.
I don't want to work on cars at home.
That's fair. And can you have a look at the rear housing and see if I've wrecked it too much?
You should be fine with that.
Should be fine.
Get some sandpaper and just clean up the inside of it.
Clean it up.
Yep.
Alright. Cool. Alright, well, let's do some diagnostics. Yeah, nah?
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, I've got another thing to show you. I'll go get it. So the other thing I went ahead and got is the new, I don't even know, is it Aeroflow?
Yeah, it's
some brand. They do, what is it called? A hard drain flexi oil line thing. Flexible 10 turbo drain long. That's all they had in stock was a 600mm, but I figure being the high mount and where my drain is back down there, probably better to be too long than not long enough. Fingers crossed this works though. I didn't, I probably should have measured stuff up actually before I went down there, but yeah. Always planning things I am. All right, so using the old core, I've sort of gone and sat this roughly where it'll be, and that hard line is actually working exactly as I hoped. I probably could have gone, I don't know if they do exactly what lengths they do, I probably could have got away maybe with a 400, but this does work. Oil's going to drain back in as it needs to. I'm actually really happy with that piece, so really glad companies are still bringing out new products like that, because honestly, oil drain returns, I've seen so many fires from that in the past, and it's just one of those things where people need to be conscious of. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to let Russ do some diagnostics on this fan. Fingers crossed the fan isn't dead. So he reminded me that we have killed a spell fan on this car already before this one. So I don't know, frustrating, but we'll get to the bottom of it. All right, so good news, fan's still good. What it seems, which Russ has just found out now, the base for the relay is melted. How does that happen? It's getting too much voltage, or it's just...
There's too much current going through it, so it heats up.
Yeah. How do we fix that?
we upgraded.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay, I like upgrades. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we're going to upgrade some of the wiring, get that better. Still waiting on the core, but other than that, this car will be up and running again. I am looking into getting a gauge set up for this car. I obviously do have hookups with PowerTune Digital. The thing is with this car, I really didn't want to go insane with having like, I really like the 90s feel of this car, like the OG bride seat, you know, Nardi, this bride thing here. I like the aesthetics of the old school look of the car. And it, like, while it wouldn't ruin it having a dash in it, it just like doesn't have that same feel. But I don't particularly want to go out and buy like a massive set of old style Greddy gauges and have a bunch of wiring and hassles. There is a little link unit you can get, which I might try and get and then fit somewhere neatly, or something along those lines I need to put in here just so I have some gauges, because right now the factory gauges I don't have temp, and yeah, well, I don't have temp and I don't have boost at the moment. So obviously if I could hook something up to the computer, I would at least know what the car is doing, and potentially before it ever gets hot I can get off the throttle. Like, we've got a temp cut in it anyway, so I can't actually like properly overheat it, but at least I'll know before something like drastically is going wrong. So we'll work towards that. All right, so we have found our problem, Captain. Melty boys. There's a bonnet there, Ross. All right, got down here, we quickly just ripped into it. Got the coil packs and the plugs out. This is the order 1 through to 6. Start with 6, where I thought the problem was. Just a little bit sooty, fine. 5, sooty but fine. Kind of cool they have HKS ones. This one, sooty but fine. Sooty but fine. Sooty but fine. Oily as F. So cylinder 1 looks like the problem cylinder.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go straight for the bad news. Hit up number 1.
Straight for
See
the
what it
jugular.
comes. Literally see what it comes back with.
Ready? Yep.
So,
She fucked.
oh, like it's no compression at all.
No compression on that cylinder whatsoever.
Oh. Is that like that bad from a sense where, like, the thing was, when I revved it up though, it still was like, it stopped misfiring.
Yeah. You gotta remember, this is like slow piston speed. When you increase the piston speed, you increase the potential for compression.
Yeah, because it can't get out as quick.
Yep, exactly.
But that's hopefully, with having like 0 compression, could that be like ringland, or is that probably just tired?
I'd say that's a cracked piston or a valve that's stuck open.
Okay. Being a valve stuck open, because it was misfiring, but then it would like come back and run like good and stop making smoke. So potentially be a sticky valve?
Maybe.
Maybe. It's wishful thinking. I like wishful thinking. All right, we'll go
Pull
through the
cover
rest.
off and check them.
Yeah. All right, so 1 is dead. The rest are roughly 140 across, except for 6, which is at 65. So 1 and 6 are tired, unfortunately. Well, 6 is tired, one's dead. But I guess one of the kind of fortunate things and unfortunate things is, if you guys remember, just before we went to America, Russ blew up his RB25 and his R33, and you were down just 1 cylinder.
From what I've checked, I haven't really bothered diagnosing it.
Well, you're probably not down more than 2,
Yeah.
which means there's potentially a couple secondhand pistons we can slap in this motor and get this thing up and running again. Again, we're not sure if it'll be in this car or another car. I'm still working on the details for that. Ideally, I don't know. As cool as it is being the, you know, our car that we had at Ebisu, it would be kind of cool to do something nice. So we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on the market, see if we can find a good roller of some description, and go from there. Obviously, a cheap ass S14 would be unreal, but I think that's pretty unlikely. But yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed, and at some point in the near future we're going to be yanking this motor out. I think we'll wait until Russ pulls his motor apart, that way we can make a plan from there. Sound good?
Yeah, a little bit away from pulling mine apart.
Yeah. So unfortunately the Laurel's probably just going to get put in the corner for now. Obviously turbo's blown, just sucks.
You have a turbo for mine as well.
Pardon?
You can have a turbo for mine as well.
Yeah, I think if we go and build it, I think I'll probably get a high flow or something a bit more exciting. Maybe a G series or something similar to the 1J, but I don't want to go making 450. I'd be happy with like 350. So we'll see how things go. It is a bummer, but it is what it is. All right, so we've done everything we can do. Well, not everything we can do around here. There's other stuff that can be done, but it's my only chance to have a weekend this weekend because tomorrow is Archie. So Russ is on his way out, and Bossy's doing some drift boarding.
Dad,
Yeah?
as soon as I got up the hill, I just got a great idea.
What's the great idea?
So I put the camera in the middle of here, and then I got drifting down there, and then I will record all the way down.
Okay.
So I need to put it in the middle.
Okay.